Psalms 31 says the following: "So be strong and courageous, all of you who put your hope in the Lord." I want to close out this year with that verse. That's in Psalms 31:24. Mi gente, let's go. All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Noan El Boricua. This is the last video of 2025, as we want to close, as they say in Spanish, con un broche de oro. I don't know how to really translate that in English, but I hope you guys get what I'm saying. We're trying to close this out the right way. This is Fuel Pasión Podcast, where we immerse ourselves dentro de cultura, we grow in faith, and we make those conexiones. If this has been a blessing for you at any point this year, or at any point that you've seen a video like this on either IG or YouTube, or maybe you're listening to us via podcast, thank you so much. I hope you can subscribe and you can like and download this or share this with a friend. Now, I wanted to go into this one thing where I had a chance to kind of read about how to be a catalyst leader. And I think that when I'm looking at 2025, first and foremost, as a husband and as a father, this has been a year of opportunity, a year of growth. Our family has had such an amazing celebration with our oldest son getting married, with our lovely daughter-in-law, Itzel, and as well as our son, our youngest son, getting into Cal State Dominguez and moving and grooving. And my wife and I just navigating our relationship and being pillars of faith and stability for each other, as well as for our family and friends. For us as the Cruz family, we are just super grateful for our friends and family and our inner circles that have been vital for us to be where we're at today as we're closing out 2025. And I think for me, when I think of myself as a leader and I'm looking at some notes, one of the things that I really am grateful for is this podcast. I just posted a video on just kind of celebrating Christmas and the holiday season, and also talking about kind of this Spotify rap from a podcast lens. All of that, hope you can check out. But all that to say, this year for me has been a year of being courageous. I'm going to say that again, a year of being courageous. And it goes back to some of these notes that I put down for myself. And I'm going to read it, so I am going to look down. But it says that courage is not an absence of fear, but rather the commitment to overcome it. Courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means that you battle against your fear and you confront it. Courage pushes you to resist the impulse to shy away from any of the things that stir up in your innermost anxieties. Courage, hear me out, is required and must be constant. I think that's the word going into 2026. It is the tiny pieces of fear that are all glued together. And I think for me, when I see the examples from my peers, my mentors, and many of you that I get a chance to follow on social media, I kind of ask myself, like, okay, cool, like, how does this show up? And I'm going to be very honest. I am a reader, but I also read the Bible, and I love the stories in the Bible. And there's this one story of Daniel and Esther where they displayed tremendous courage, right, in the face of death. Nehemiah overcame the fierce opposition to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem in 52 days. Jesus faced the cross and triumphed over death. Paul, penned the parts of the New Testament while he was nurturing the wounds in prison, and nearly every apostle preached the gospel until being martyred. So it's a lot of things that I love, stories in the Bible where we see, and here's the big picture I want us to understand. If you're going into 2026, I need you to set scary standards. What do I mean by that? Is understanding that your level of excellence and expectation for your product or your service or your education or something, it needs to be nearly unattainable. Like, you need to set a bar really, really, really high going into this new year. Because look, the safe goals are always set by safe leaders with safe visions. So I want you to give yourself some goals that are really scary up there. I have one. I am trying to lose 50 pounds in the first 3 months of 2026. It is what it is. Like, I've been disciplined. For those that follow me on the Run Club app, I've been putting in my miles. I've been stretching. I'm getting to a point where being constant and being disciplined is showing up, as well as some of my eating habits. I want to say 30%, some of my eating habits, okay? But not only am I asking you to like set scary standards, the other part is allow failure. I think the road to success, a lot of times, it's really put together by multiple failures. I've said it before, fail forward. Like allow for even courage. I would say allow yourself to be encouraged. And if you're a leader, encourage your team to fail as they attempt to go after these goals that are really scary and unattainable. Look, if you believe in God, you know God is a God of impossible things, that he could do all things, right? So my thing is like, yo, set yourself up for failure. It's okay. The other thing that I said when I put this on my IG story is, yo, give yourself props. Give yourself props if you're an innovator. Meaning you got to reward innovation. And you do that because of the fact that you know, as I know, that innovation requires taking risk. Are you a risk taker? What year in 2025 or what month did you take the biggest risk that you're proud of? That you actually innovated something that you never thought you can innovate? That you actually attained something that you didn't know you can do? I think that when you allow like innovation in your mind and in your life and in the work that you do, no matter what industry you're in, this is something that will challenge you to grow. Or if you're a leader, for all my leaders out there, challenge your team to grow. Reward them. You'll give them props. If you didn't do that this whole year, by the time this video is out, I hope you have done that. The other thing I want you to do is, this is something that I've had to learn, and this is why I wasn't very like consistent in posting. You got to know how to pursue the right opportunities. Can I be honest? I've applied for quite a few roles within the work that I do, and I haven't gotten the results that I wanted. But here's the thing. I was intentional, and I got a chance to get really far in the processes, or at least the first couple steps. The beauty that I always wanted to do in the work that I was going after was, let me at least get to a person that I can share my story, my insights, and my skill set. And I'm grateful because I chose those right opportunities. There are some that unfortunately I raise my hand and say yes, and they weren't the right opportunities. Can you relate? Maybe you chose some things that you shouldn't have. My hope is you're going into 2026 and understand how to like have courage and be a catalyst in your life and in other people's lives. Is make sure you have the right opportunities that are really aligned to what God has given you in life. And the last thing is, look, if you need to do these things, that means that you might have to delegate some other stuff. So for some people that I know, they are constantly in a lot of different work and they don't know how to say no. They feel that they have to do everything. But I think the beauty of unlocking your potential to get to the next level is really delegating the work. So if you're on a team, how do you not just empower, but enable teams around you? How do you recognize God or yo, boss, or yo, husband, wife, kids? Like, have these conversations. What are you trying to get after? This year has been an amazing year for me. I've gotten back into the space of speaking. I had the chance to interview Beatriz Haas, the Paralympian bronze medalist in the long jump for the Paris Olympics. I had a chance to, meet some other people that I can't share yet. But like, I also got to celebrate like Paisa Boys, Joey and Javier, when it came to like our JDI day for work. I had a chance to take my son with me behind the scenes with the Toma el Juego here in downtown LA. I had the chance to go to Tennessee and to go to Utah with my peer Dantrell and Dwight and Jessica to be able to spark kicks and coffee. Like, these are things that was a catalyst. And it took risk, and it took the right things to say yes to, and it took standards to set up, and it took failure, right? All this, and I'm grateful for my mentors. Lauren Gallo, Jeff, right? Of course, my wife, of course, my leaders at church, my pastor, and my inner circle. You guys know who you are. I am grateful for all of you pouring into my life. That's what I need, and it sets me up for what we're trying to get after. So, Happy New Year. I hope that this year, if it's not been a great year, can you just at least celebrate the moments that have allowed you to smile, to laugh, maybe to cry? I hope you can look back. I hope that I can be of service. And for all of those that maybe follow me on LinkedIn, I will be doing some really cool free workshops that I want to do. And this is saying yes to the right opportunities. And there's a lot of things to come. I want to give a shout out to my youngest son, because he got a chance to be chosen as a volunteer for the FIFA 2026 World Cup games that's coming here in LA. Son, I'm so proud of you because you are the first in our family that gets to partake of a big event that will mark history in the books of the World Cup when we think of all the different years. That's what it's all about. It's about leveling up. It's about having fun. I hope you go into this new year. Y como siempre, I hope you can head on over to fuelpasionpodcast.com. Check out some of the episodes. Let me know maybe what resonated with you. More than anything, I hope you always immerse yourself in cultura, you grow in faith, and make those conexiones. Can I say new conexiones? It's a new year. Who are some of those people that you're going to meet? How are they going to level you up? How are they going to challenge you? Will they give you an opportunity to innovate? Will they get you a chance to understand how to set some really scary standards? If so, let me know those connections. All right? Thank you so much. I am super grateful. And hasta la próxima. I will be taking a hiatus until further notice. And there's a reason behind that. All right? Como dice mi abuelita, que Dios te bendiga.